Still we live. Facebook Live, what's up? I am getting ready to go live for us tonight with a freebie, a free lesson on the real game behind no money down real estate investing. So I got to put it in my Instagram while I erase the board. But we're going to talk about, for all my aspiring novice, already into it, did it a little bit, want to do it better, trying to figure it out, real estate investors and entrepreneurs, trying to figure out a new hustle, trying to beat the trap, trying to wholesale madly. Let me put you on the game in just 1 second. I got to get a better cover for my Instagram real quick. Hold on. But we'll give you guys game tonight again on the real game behind no money down real estate investing. All right, let's do this. So make sure you guys share. Let's get a nice audience in here. So we are spreading the love, spreading the information as I go over the real. Pardon me. That's not how I wrote it. The real game behind no money down real estate investing. Let's get it. So give me one moment. Again, I need you guys to like, comment, and share. My name is Jay Morrison, CEO and founder of the Jay Morrison Academy, CEO and fund manager of the private equity fund, the Tulsa Real Estate Fund, CEO and co-founder of Easy Funding Business Funding, 3-time author, 2-time best-selling author, former NBC's real estate expert on the NBC Today Show, former NBC celebrity realtor on Open House NYC, etc. So I want to give you guys, my aspiring real estate investors and others, the guru game, the real deal, the real wealth strategy behind no money down real estate investing, right? And then I'm going to give you guys some action steps on where you can learn it at even further, as I should. So in the meanwhile, Avery's behind the camera. You guys say hi to Avery and make sure you're liking, commenting, and sharing this so we can reach the widest audience possible so everybody can get this good game. And I hope you're having a happy Monday, as my day started out rough, but we made it. All right, the real game behind no, let me see, no money down. All right, cool, real estate investing. All right, so if you're a Jay Morrison Academy student, you already know this. You might just want to still watch just for some fresh inspiration. It's just a fresh little dive in. But if you have not been trained by me and you have been following me and trying to figure out what is no money down real estate investing, what's the real deal behind it, you might want to stay tuned and pay attention. There's several strategies we're going to talk about, but one we're going to dive into in just a second as I multitask. All right, cool. Bet. Now we're done. Going live now. Oops. Hold on. 1 second. Bear with me. Sweet. All right. So I have been a real estate investor, developer, Mr. Real Estate, everything in real estate for really 15 years. That's when I first got introduced in 2002 when I was 22 years old. But I didn't go hard at it or devote myself into the real estate industry until 2005 at 25 years old, where I quickly became a millionaire in about 3 years, okay? And have since made millions of dollars in revenue, right? A legit, a real, verifiable millions of dollars in revenue, and have built 3 multi-million-dollar companies and have employed a lot of people, have had a lot of national influence, have done some cool things, have built strong real estate portfolios, built homes. I've owned apartment buildings. I've done commercial real estate. I now run a real estate investment trust, a real estate fund. But it all started from the bottom, right? So it all started from the basic strategies. And so many of us hear the terms, before I start, we tripping. We have a live on Instagram too, fam. Hit the start button. All right, we gotta give IG some love. So I'm not gonna repeat my whole intro. You should know who I am by now, IG. But let's get into this strategy. And Facebook, make sure you're sharing, because that's our agreement, that I'm gonna give you good game. And I've been doing so every night at 7 p.m. Eastern, right? Giving you this live game. And you guys are gonna share, like, and help me trend and go viral, because that's the fair exchange, no robbery. Where you got someone who's running multi-million-dollar companies, but taking his time out to give you insight, information, strategy, game for the free ski, right? For free 99. So in real estate investing, you hear it on the guru infomercials all the time. You hear the no money down real estate strategies, right? And most of the time we don't believe it because it sounds too good to be true. And in many of our communities, when it's too good to be true, it's usually too good to be true. Well, the problem is we just don't know enough about it enough, and it actually is very true on many different levels. There's several strategies on how you can invest in real estate. No money down real estate investment strategies. Right? So to name a few for you, one, you could acquire real estate with no money out of your pocket, no cash out of your pocket, even no credit checks, by simply facilitating what's called an owner financing transaction. That's where the owner of the property or the land or whatever you're looking to buy, or that owner will be your mortgage company for you and finance that deal for you based on their own guidelines and requirements. So that's one way you can invest in real estate, no money down. It's through an owner financing transaction. Okay? One way. Two ways you can invest in real estate, no money down, is through what's called a real estate syndication. It's where you are able to pull the capital from friends, families, and others within your sphere of influence, and you can leverage their capital and their experience, their credit, or whatever they're bringing to the table, their resources, to go invest in real estate, and you are the sponsor or syndicate of that deal. That's another way. We teach it also in JMA, both strategies, right? And so there's a third strategy, and there's actually like 4 or 5 strategies, but a third strategy, one of the most commonly used strategies, one of the commonly talked about or hyped up strategies, is what we call wholesaling real estate wholesaling. This is one of the more popular strategies, especially amongst the millennials and Generation Z, or whatever y'all call yourself, right? So in the wholesaling strategy, this is the strategy. When you hear the gurus say, hey, I'm going to show you my 5-step formula on how to buy real estate in your city and your home and all that, well, this is the core of what that strategy looks like. And this is what we're going to be teaching this weekend, March 31st, during our Wholesale Madness live stream and lecture here in Atlanta. So, in our school, the J. Morrison Academy, this is lesson 1, in essence, of our 12-step real estate entrepreneurship. Well, no, this is actually lesson 1 of our real estate investors course. So I'm going to give you a little mini breakdown of what that looks like. If you're ever looking to acquire real estate, this could be a single-family home. This could be a multi-family home, a 4-unit. This could be a 4-unit with a store attached. I mean, quite frankly, this could be an 8-unit property with some land attached. Does not make a difference. If you're looking to acquire any parcel of real estate and you want to do so from a no money down approach, or you're looking to profit or make money from real estate with a no money down approach, there's this strategy called real estate wholesaling. And many of you ask, we see it in our comments, like, what the heck is that? Like, I heard about it, I don't get it. Never heard of it, I don't get it. So I want to give you guys just a simple blueprint on what it is. So what we teach our students is that as you are building your company, right? So you are Investor LLC, right? Whatever your company is. You can invest in real estate or have a wholesale business without having a company. You can. We recommend you do because of the benefits of owning your company, protecting yourself, tax liability, other liability, presentation, perception, right? And all those other good things and benefits to why you want to legitimize yourself. We talked about it during this live. So every day at 7 p.m. Eastern, I've been giving lectures, and I told you about the difference between a hustle and a business. A hustle is informal business. A business is formalized hustle. So when you create your company, you've now formalized, you can do this as a hustle and get a little 20,000, get a little 5,000. You might come up and get a little 80,000. But you will never be able to do it to the highest level of scalability and optimization for your business because it's informalized. There's no formal process, procedures. There's no formal infrastructure to your business. And therefore, you are less valid, you are less credible, and there's a poor perception of who you are as a businessman or businesswoman. You just a crumb snatcher. You just a hustler, right? So when you formalize your business, there's two things that has to go on. Say you have started your company, but you don't have the capital to go spend $600,000 to go acquire these properties. But you do have the knowledge base. You do have the strategy, the understanding, the bandwidth to know or evaluate if this property makes sense. So the problem, what happens is why most people don't make money in real estate wholesaling or no money down deals is because you want to do a no money down deal with no education down. So it's very hard to facilitate a no money down transaction without having no knowledge base on how a transaction is actually supposed to go, or no knowledge base on how you actually evaluate real estate, or no knowledge base on how to market real estate, or how to negotiate your deal, or how to find an ROI on your deal, or who you need in order to assign your contract, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So you can't do no money down, right? Also with no knowledge base and no education. Those two don't work. With no strategy, no training, no coaching, and no experience. This can't be a no anything down. But you can't do no money and no credit down. That's possible. And you can luck up and do them with knowing nothing. Anybody can luck up and catch a lick one time. But can you do it on autopilot month after month, quarter after quarter, year after year, and make a career for yourself? So what we teach and what happens in a real estate wholesale transaction is that the investor identifies a property that makes sense. And when I say sense, I'm talking about makes C-E-N-T-S. Makes sense. It's profitable. Whether that be through long-term rentals profitable or being through the equity in the property and the potential appreciation or the value of the home, right? And so we have formulas in which we can see what's the yearly ROI, return on investment of this property, or what is the potential flip opportunity or development opportunity of the property. But either way, the investor identifies that this property makes sense. And so when you know that the property makes sense, you understand that you don't have the capital to buy the property. But what you do understand is that there are other investors who may be more liquid than you, have more capital than you, more experienced than you, or more in position to go ahead and buy this property. So here's how the no money down game of real estate wholesaling works. You legitimize your company. you effectively market to absentee owners for tax sales, tax liens, probates, and other lists of distressed or motivated sellers. You market directly to them. And now these people will call you based on your marketing. You will then have a conversation about what's called securing the property through a purchase agreement or contract, which gives you the purchase rights to the property. Does not mean you have to purchase it. Does not mean you even can purchase it. But you have the purchasing rights to the contract. Now, at the same time, you are marketing to people who are what we call RWA. Ready, willing, and able to buy, right? This may not be you. So you have two marketing campaigns going on when you're wholesaling real estate. You have your motivated seller marketing campaign. And you have your motivated buyer marketing campaign. Your ready, willing, and able buyer. Someone who's ready to pull the trigger and can facilitate this transaction. All you want to do is be the best you in between these two people. This is the no money down guru real estate strategy, the real game behind it, right? Broken down the J-way. So, if you have effective marketing and you're building what's called your seller's list, and then you have, your buyer's list. This is your buyer's list. You have effective marketing which builds your seller's list. Now you as the middleman or middlewoman of the transaction, all you're going to do is you're going to lock this property up by virtue of contract, purchase agreement, right? This contract gives you certain rights, and it gives you the right to purchase the property exclusively. This contract will also include your clauses which will allow you to also sell this contract to a third party. So here's how wholesaling works. No money down, no cash real estate investing, right? This is how you get your chips up. This is how you start to really build your capital up even if your pockets are slim. This is how you beat the trap, how you beat the corporate trap, how you beat the college trap, how you beat the corner trap, how you beat the correctional trap. You can do this with no real estate license. You can do this with no GED. You can do this with no diploma, no college diploma, high school diploma. You can do this with no corporate experience. You can do this while you're working at your corporate job. You can do this from any community, any nationality, any ethnicity, any religion. You can do this. You can do this virtually of any age. You could be 16 years old and do this. So, you positioned your company, you marketed it, you found a great property, you knew how to evaluate the property to know if it was a good transaction, a good deal, because it made sense. Every vacant property doesn't make sense. Every abandoned home doesn't make sense. Every tax lien doesn't make sense. Every foreclosure does not make sense. Every short sale does not make sense. But once you have the formulas to determine if the property makes sense, now you bring this sensible deal and you present it to your ready, willing, and able investors and buyers list, and you put your points, your money, your fee for facilitating this transaction in between. That could be $5,000. That could be $50,000. So now you found a property that was marketed for $600,000. You may have negotiated your seller and got your seller down to $525,000, although they wanted $600,000 initially. And now you might have told your buyer, I got a property for $575,000. So you got a property under contract for $525,000. You put your $50,000 assignment fee in the middle of it, and now you sold it to your buyer for $575,000 or for $525,000 plus your $50,000 assignment fee. And now you made $50,000 in one transaction by being an effective investor, marketer, knowledgeable entity in between your motivated seller and your ready, willing, and able buyer. This is the concept of no money down real estate investing. But it's about how good of a this can you be? How well can you identify the motivated buyer? And what is his motivations? How well can you identify the motivated seller and their motivations? How well can you evaluate the distressed property? How much do you understand about multifamily houses, commercial real estate, owner-occupied real estate, purchase ratios, LTVs, ROIs, hard money, soft money, financing? How strong is your knowledge base of real estate entrepreneurship to allow you to be the best this you can be to get the most of this you can get? That's the trick that the gurus, the trainers, the instructors, the mom and pop real estate coaches don't do a good job of explaining to you. Is that the concept, yes, is easy. Anybody can tell you the concept. You now can regurgitate the concept to anybody. But how many people before you can prove they've done and built a multi-million-dollar empire and enterprise off of strategies just like this? My highest wholesaling transaction, my highest assignment fee to date is $93,000. $93,000 off one deal. That took about 2 months. My proteges, I've seen them do 26, 36, 70,000. My protege you're going to hear from this Saturday, Isaac Grace, at 23 years old last year, hit nearly 6 figures at 23 years old. He started when he was 20 years old. Thank you. So this opportunity is for everybody to beat your corporate trap, to beat your college trap, to beat your corner trap, to beat your correctional trap, to beat this community trap. But how knowledgeable are you in order to get this executed and get it done? So here's the game. This is done every day, B. The deal's gonna happen with or without you. The money's being made with or without you, fam. It's just a fact. And this not only applies to real estate, this can go for cars, it can go for cell phones, it can go for clothes. You can do this for any kind of business if you think outside the box. But the opportunity for you guys to learn the intimate strategies and details, this Saturday, we are covering your starting 5. The starting 5 things, people, strategies you need, starting 5 needs to a multi-million-dollar real estate wholesaling business. So that event we're having this weekend, you go to jmorrisonacademy.com, or we have a new site. It's called Wholesale Madness. Wholesale Madness Live.com. You'll also see it in the link on my Facebook fan page, the link in my bio. It's on jmorrisonacademy.com/events as well. I don't care how you register for it. But with this event, this Saturday, March 31st, through live stream or in person here in Atlanta, we're going to give you the 5 strategies. And what they are, here's your 5 strategies. 1, your business model. Your business model is like your point guard, right? So if this were March Madness, this is your point guard. Right? March Madness is all about basketball, right? I used to have a jumper back in the day. This is Wholesale Madness. I score different kind of buckets today. So, you are the CEO. You are the coach of your business. You're the visionary. You're the leader. So the first thing you need is to understand your business model, which is the point guard, and how you call the plays in your wholesaling business. Right? Second, what you're going to need to know is your marketing tactics. This is your shooting guard. If you don't know how to market and get leads for motivated sellers and motivated buyers, you can't make any money. How you score your buckets is by bringing the leads in, your marketing tactics. That's your shooting guard in Wholesale Madness. March 31st, live stream or here in Atlanta. Third, it's going to be your sales and negotiation strategies. This is your small forward. This is your wingman. This is your 3. It's your wingman. This is how you get your buckets. Your sales and negotiation strategies. You got to know how to be able to negotiate with sellers and be able to sell that deal, the deal you got contracted. But you have to have the right information in order to do so. You have to have the right strategies in order to do so. The right posture, the right positioning, the right presence. Okay? So we're going to give you that. Then 4, this is all the 5 things you're going to learn this Saturday, March 31st, if you join this lecture. You're going to learn these 5 things on the general concept of wholesaling. I can teach you the general concept all day. If you want the breakdown on what you need to know to have the wholesaling game in your back pocket so you can bring out real cash out your front pocket, that's what you want to do. See, these strategies allow you not to go broke because you always got some game in your back pocket. You can create money out of thin air because you understand strategies on building wealth. If you don't know enough about enough, you can't make enough. You can't go through life trying to be rich with a poor strategy or a poor knowledge base. You have to increase and have a richer knowledge base, all right? So 4 is what we call our tracking, right? This is our power forward. What our tracking is all about is that it's all a numbers game when it comes to marketing. It's how many mailers that I send out, how many postcards that I send out, how many bandit signs I put up, how many Instagram posts that I do, how many people that I speak to, how many business cards that I give out. And then tracking that to see what part of my marketing is working best and giving me the best ROI, right? So it's tracking and ROI. It's what's the return on investment of my marketing. See, you don't need any money down to do the deals, but you will need to find some kind of capital or creative strategies to be able to invest into your marketing to be able to position yourself best to be able to get the deals. But now you want to track it so you're not throwing money to the wind and you have the most effective marketing possible, right? So that's our 4. And then our 5, our starting 5, is going to be our KPIs. That's our center. Our KPIs and goals. Our KPIs and goals is basically how you work backwards. It's the center of your business. KPI stands for Key Performance Indicators. These are the things that let you know you are reaching your goals and you're hitting your targets. So if you say my goal is $10,000 a month, then I'm going to need to send out 3,000 mailers in order to get 5 calls to close out on 2 deals with the average wholesale price of $5,000 per deal. That's how you get your $10,000 a month. But you need key performance indicators in marketing and goals in order to work backwards, reverse engineer into what kind of revenue you want, what kind of success and results that you want. This is how you build a multi-million-dollar business. Because when you understand this, right? So everybody got this. These are the 5 steps that we're going to teach during Wholesale Madness. You go to wholesalemadnesslive.com for the live stream, right? The private live stream or the event here in Atlanta. So as I close, let me tell you this. I talked about this. This is real stuff. This is like real life, getting you guys in the mindset of entrepreneurs, but successful entrepreneurs. Not just somebody who got a business that kind of sounds cool to say, I got an LLC. If your LLC is not generating you no money, then your LLC is worthless. It's a worthless business until it starts producing you revenue. So if you say my goal, here's how you got a multi-million-dollar business or $1 million business. If you say, okay, my goal is $12,500 a month, right? We know that $12,500 a month, it's $12,500, yeah, $12,500 a month times 12 months equals about $142,000, right? Somewhere in there. I think it might be $150,000, somewhere in there. But you get in there. Out of that is it 142? I forget. It might be 142. It's somewhere in there. But then we know that when we multiply this, it might be 150 actually. But anyway, you multiply this times our 7 times business multiple, we know we get over $1 million company. So $12,500 a month gives you a profit. If you profit $12,500 a month, or whatever that is a year, I don't have it, I think it might be 142 or 150 a year, times your 7 times business valuation multiple, put your company at a net worth or valuation of a little over $1 million. You do $25,000 a month, or anywhere between 3 to 5 deals a month, you now put yourself in a position of having a $2 million business. This is literally leveraging these 5 steps, these goals and key performance indicators, these marketing strategies, these tools and resources we're going to give you. This is how you literally begin to build a multi-million-dollar business during this month of March Madness that we have rebranded Wholesale Madness. So here's your game, free game. You don't got to go to a Saturday seminar. You don't got to pay the gurus to learn this much. This is what you need to know. Here's the 5 steps and where we will give you the tools, resources, and strategies to know it more intimately and apply it into your real business today. WholesaleMadnessLive.com is where you register, or go to jmorrisonacademy.com for our events. After this event on March 31st, right? That's the date for this event, March 31st. I'll also be doing an event on April 7th in Baltimore, How to Beat the Trap. That's where I will tell you guys how you beat the corporate trap, how you beat the college trap, how you beat the corner trap. 3 critical strategies and skills you need to know to advance and live a life of abundance no matter where you come from. And I'm going to give you that game in Baltimore, and that's How to Beat the Trap, also found at jmorrisonacademy.com, April 7th, live stream or in person at BWI Airport. So I'm done for the night. I got y'all live stream. Like, share, comment. Subscribe to my fan page. Subscribe to my IG. Subscribe to the YouTube. All Mr. J. Morrison. I hope you guys got value out of this tonight. Go hard, outwork the work fool, and live a life of abundance. You deserve it. Peace.